Hey guys, I'm Greg Vinson. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the Netbait Paca Chunk series. You know, I've been catching fish on Netbait products for a long time now. Been with Netbait a long time, and the thing that put them on the map was the Paca Crawl, and it wasn't long after that the Paca Chunks came out. The beauty of the Paca series bait are these claws flap back and forth. Up until then, most everything that had any kind of action on a soft plastic would just twist and turn like a wormtail or something like that, but these would actually flap back and forth and kind of like paddles, and they move water completely different than any other type of wormtail that existed at the time. So now we've got 3 different sizes. This is the Paca Chunk Senior if you want the biggest profile chunk you can get, and I like to throw it on a football jig, and a lot of times I'll thread it on the football jig just to make that'll make it stand up a little better when the jig head rolls. So you just thread it up on the hook instead of hanging it. That's the 2 different ways you can do it, is either thread it like this or hang it. And one of the things is you might want to trim the skirt where the arms come off of the bait right there. If you trim the jig skirt close to that, it'll free these arms up to be able to move it even more. So that's the bait, the chunk threaded on the jig. And then here's the probably the most common size of the regular Paca Chunk. And with it, you can, of course, you can thread it or you can hang it too. And so this one, I'm just going to hang it on the back of the hook. And that makes the profile of the overall bait look a little bit longer and more slender. And it frees it up to move really good. This is the way I like to rig it if I'm swimming a jig or something like that. And then of course, the next size down is the tiny chunk, which up until recent years, I didn't use a whole lot because I thought it was so small, you know. But I've actually had a lot of success with it in the past couple of years on these little finesse jigs like this little DNL jig, and I'll hang it on the back right there, and it gives it a nice profile. And that little tiny chunk is just perfect sometimes. Small profile bait, and you guys know as well as anybody that a small profile bait will catch a big fish a lot of times, especially under high pressure. So anyway, that's a little bit about the Netbait Paca Chunk series. In my opinion, it's the best jig trailer out there. Give them a shot. Netbait Paca Chunk, we get the job done.